What's up, Creekers? Hey, welcome back to art class. I'm glad you guys are here. Today we are going to be creating some collages. Now we did this many times during the school year, but I will remind you what that is. So before we get started, I'm going to introduce my son.
Hello!
Oliver's going to be doing some art with us. I hope if you have anyone in your family that wants to do art with you, bring them on in. Little sisters or brothers or parents, bring them on to art class. Okay. So today we are going to be making a collage, like I said. So what you're going to need is scissors, and you're going to need something to cut up. So if you have construction paper, cool. That would be awesome. That's what we use in the art room, colored papers. But a lot of us don't have construction paper in our house. I know I don't. So instead of using construction paper for this, think of something else that maybe you have in your house that no one's using anymore. Definitely
ask your parents if you're allowed to use whatever you're using.
don't just take it, okay? You gotta make sure. What if it's like a bill or mail or something? So make sure you check.
Don't take your sister's magazine.
Yeah, don't take somebody's stuff. Okay, so what we're gonna be cutting up today is a box that fruit leathers came in that we're not using anymore. I found this envelope that I got pictures in. I thought this was perfect because it has this really nice red background that I can use to cut up. And then this is an old calendar that nobody's using anymore that we got from a magazine. And I thought that might make some cool, colorful shapes when I cut it up, especially from this front. So, all right. All right, so for our collage today, we are going to be emulating or be inspired by my very favorite artist of all time, Matisse. Henri Matisse is his name, and he makes some super cool abstract collages. And so he doesn't draw anything before he cuts it out. He says he does his drawing with his scissors. And so today we're gonna cut out really cool shapes and we're gonna lay them down on our paper. We're gonna assemble them the way we want them. And if you have glue, glue them down. If you don't, just assemble them for fun. Take a picture of it. You don't have to actually glue anything down. So let's talk a little bit about the type of shapes he uses, and then we'll get started on creating our collage. All right, so these shapes here, I have two different types of shapes, and Matisse used both of these in his collages. And remember, if you use lots of different types of things, then you have variety, and variety means lots of different, but it always adds interest in your work. So if you use lots of big shapes and small shapes, it adds variety. If you use different colors, it adds variety. And in this case, we're gonna use different types of shapes, and that adds variety. Always is interesting. So let's talk about the first type of shape up here. Oliver, what is this type of shape called?
Organic shape.
Organic. Okay, let's write it on here. An organic shape. Do you think I can write like this? All right, organic. So an organic shape is a free form shape. So it's a shape that doesn't have defined edges.
Like slime?
Right? Like slime. Slime is definitely an organic shape. Okay. It's usually a shape that's found in nature, like a puddle or a leaf, raindrop. Yeah, things that are not, they don't have names to these shapes. They're just created by your brain or in nature. Free form. Free form. Nobody's telling me how to make these shapes. These guys, a lot different.
You're drawing a shape with red color.
Okay. These guys.
Oh,
what are these called?
geometric shapes.
Geometric shapes. Okay, these shapes are the shapes that you talk about in math. These have defined edges. We use measurements when we create these. If you're making a square, all of the sides have to be the same. Each one of these has a name. Okay, and they always look the same. A triangle always looks like a triangle.
Or could be
Always has three sides, 3 points, you know, triangle. So let's write geometric on here. Oh no, I'm gonna try and write in front of you. Let's see if I can do it. I'm gonna write like this. Ready?
Look in the camera, but like also
look at the camera while trying to write. No way.
Possible. Me?
Let me look at it.
The T.
I think you can read it.
Yeah, the duck.
Geometric shape. Pull you over. Okay. Matisse used both organic and geometric. We're going to do both in our picture too because it adds variety. Okay, welcome back. I got my scissors and my glue stick, and then I got my recycled pieces of paper or flat cardboard that I could use for my collage that I was talking about before. I also thought of an idea that I could use an old piece of art that I'm not using anymore. So remember, I want to use a variety of organic shapes and geometric shapes. So to make an organic shape, you're just gonna let your scissors do the drawing. We're not my calendar paper. So I don't want it to be exactly like the other one. I'm just kind of moving my scissors and cutting and bending my arm, moving it around and getting some really cool, different, interesting shapes. Ooh, that's neat. I like to lay it on my paper before I glue it down. I like to think about where I'm gonna place something. Maybe on the edge here, I could cut out some organic or some geometric shapes. And I could cut out some triangles. And a big thing that Matisse was, or you would notice a lot in his work, was that he would repeat shapes often. So I took these triangles and I repeated them over and over again. That helps add some interest too. So I have 3 of those cool triangles. Let's see, maybe I'll do a long rectangle at the top of this target envelope to get this cool red color. This looks like I had construction paper at my house, and look, you guys know the truth. That'd be kind of neat like that, huh? Think about it, play around with it, put it all different places. Another way to show variety in your work is with size. So I have lots of shapes that are all about the same length, these 3. So it's nice to play with size by making some that are different from each other. I'm doing an organic shape in here. I'm gonna go with like a teardrop type shape. All right, I love all these colors in this picture that I made before, so I think this will be really neat to cut out here. I'm gonna keep cutting and speed this up, and you guys can create along with me if you want. Hey guys, I'm so happy that you created a collage with us. I can't wait to see it. Here's my finished one right here. And remember, I used lots of different sizes and lots of different types of shapes, organics and geometrics.
So you had a variety.
Send me your art, I can't wait to see it, and see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.